Alright, so this is Wolcen, Lords of Mayhem. It's an early access game that is still in alpha. They are expecting the alpha to last about 1 year. During that time, they're going to be continually adding or updating features such as the character customization here, crafting, dungeon challenge, and co-op. So far they've been doing about one pretty big update every month. The final version of the game, what they have planned for the final version, is going to be fully co-op. They are going to offer what they're calling apocalyptic forms, which are kind of mutations to your character, or allowing your character to shapeshift based on how you've been playing. You are also going to have the ability to create your own dungeon using their housing system, and then you can fill that dungeon with enemies that you collect or capture while you're out playing the game. Once you have your dungeon created and full of enemies, you can then challenge other players to your dungeon, which is actually something that's pretty interesting, and I can't think of any other action RPG games like this where that's really been done. They're also going to have a lot of destructible environments and unlimited randomly generated dungeons with increasing difficulty each step. So as you complete a floor or a level in this dungeon, the following floor or level would be more difficult. I've also added in epic boss fights. It's going to be a large open world with an epic story to discover. They're going to have modding support and gamepad support, and it will be on PC and Linux. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to jump in, we're going to create a character. As you can see, the character creator is pretty basic. We just kind of have a body type slider, our skin color slider, a few options for hair. The hair color options are pretty big though, because we can change the saturation, which gives us a bunch of different options for color. The left and right eyes can be adjusted independently of one another, so you can have two different colored eyes. The male has a few different beard options. The female has the same skin color slider, body type slider. They add the chest slider for the female. And we're going to go ahead and adjust our eyes here. Do red eyes. This is going to be kind of like a first impression, first gameplay. We're going to go ahead and create our character. Now this game, the neat thing about it, it does have an offline and online mode. So you can actually switch to offline mode. I can create a character and play offline. Or I can switch to the cloud mode, which is online, and play online. The current state of the early access is they have the very basics of gameplay implemented. They give us the first storyline mission, which basically lets us get through the tutorial dungeon, and then there's the NPC in the first town to generate the random dungeons. So we do have the randomly generated dungeons available with that increasing difficulty in each step. They are saying there's more than 20 skills in the game right now, and those will include combos. And the way the combos work is they're elemental based. Most of them I've found so far anyways. So if you're attacking a group of enemies and they're standing in, let's say, a puddle of water, and you hit them with a lightning bolt, that lightning will spread across the water. The same with fire. If they're standing in water and you hit them with fire, it's not going to do as much damage. If they're frozen and you hit them with a fireball, they're going to unfreeze. If they're frozen and you hit them with physical, it'll do more damage to them. The spell effects in the game are also extremely incredible. They look really good. They said that the price for the game right now, it's on sale during the summer sale for $15. I think the regular price is $20, but they have said that the price will increase as they continue to add more content to the game. And they're actively listening to the community on this game because they don't have any publishers or private investors. So they're listening to what the players want and adjusting the game accordingly. So we're gonna just go ahead and get started here. As you can see, the game does look extremely good. And this is the low graphics setting because the game is not optimized. I'll play through the tutorial, get to the first town. And the way the resources work is this Umbra is basically your mana, it's your ability to cast spells, and then the Rage is used for physical attacks and physical abilities. And they swing back and forth. It's kind of a balancing act. It takes a second to get used to it. Once you figure it out, it's quite fun. Some actually bugged out on me and not letting me use any of my spells or my special physical attacks. So we'll just go through this, and hopefully after this tutorial dungeon it'll straighten out. It's because the cost on that is 120, so even maxed out I don't have 120 Umbra. That Rage cost is 220, so that's clearly a bug. So hopefully after I get through with this basically starter mission here, I can get to the main city and either log out or it'll straighten out itself. Here's the first quest that they have implemented. Really wish those skills, and there was some of the destructible environment, really wish those skills weren't bugged out. Let's run this guy over here and see if he'll broke that one too. Once we kill this guy, that's gonna be the end of the tutorial. And of course there's some more of that placeholder art that they have in. And then this brings us to the first town. So that's just kind of a real quick first look at Wolcen. I'm actually going to log out and see if I can get my skills fixed. I may end up doing some more videos on this or streaming some of this content later. I really enjoy the game so far. It looks extremely good. It does get a little difficult once you get a little bit further in. But all in all, right now it's a pretty good game to be an alpha or extreme early access. So again, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.